What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 14 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded King Louen campaign. So as we saw last time, we went on a hunt for Morgur, traveling all the way from the Galleon's graveyard to Skaven, wherein we finally intercepted and hunted him down. We did get 3 battles, or I guess 2 plus the Morgur battle, so 3 battles in total on the way against Gentleman Jenkins, who foolishly decided to attack us at sea. Then there was a full Skaven stack near Montenas, and then lastly Morgur's stack itself. All went decently well, and we still have Skaven to attack, but we do have to be careful here, as they do have 8 settlements remaining, so quite a few in the nearby territory, and they could always try to bypass the mountains to go for Castle Carcassonne, although it does look like Durthu is starting his work on him, which is great. Let him have the mountains, and okay, still not willing to fight Sylvania, but hopefully eventually. And we just gotta make sure that Durthu doesn't grab any of the territories we would want, which would be these ones down here, looping the coastline and all the way down to Sartosa, so that Sartosa and Pyrrhus can essentially look down and or look across the pirate coast to each other, or the water, and see each other, and it's all Bretonnia, which is lovely. Anyway, let's begin here by, well, there's a few things that we want to do points-wise before we get going. First of all, the Green Knight. You've leveled up again, which means we can hopefully get that Vows of Fealty up and running. Let's buff up the, let's say, Defenders of the Meek, I guess. Not that the Knights really need the leadership, but they're the only ones we have. And then the Vows of Fealty, upkeep production for cavalry units, putting us up to 9.3k. Then we'll take Reponse, and then we will get the Fleur de Lis banner, minus 10% for non-knight units, which puts us up to 9969. Nice. And nearly 10k per turn. Not for long, mind you, as we just got access to Grail Knights and 2 Pegasus Knights, but, you know, for a little while. And just to build up. And we've got the endgame scenario very, very close. Let's get the People's Hero for Europons while we're at it, and let's also get the other point for the Green Knight. Or was it points? I no longer remember. It was point. Alrighty, for you... I feel like faction-wide, we'd probably want the peasant buffs a little bit more, because they're so weak and pathetic, that we could get them to be a little bit stronger. Plus 10 armor for all non-knight units alone is quite nice. On the other hand, we could buff another 25% for Louen and Co. Not that they really need it, mind you. Constant casualty or punishment rate is glorious. Oh, upkeep production for lords and heroes as well. Paladins are quite expensive. Yeah, oh. Control plus 2 all provinces. Now we gotta do that. In fact, while I would most definitely like to get Alberic on our team ASAP, we're going to wait a little bit. He's not going to die right now because he's doing fairly well in Lustria there, and we don't want too many fronts opened up yet. Plus, I don't think he can confederate he can't confederate anybody else. So I think for a little bit, we're going to switch to, let's say... There was a control bonus here somewhere, which I would like. Another upkeep production for infantry. Yeah, right here. Chivalry. Oh, Charity, not Chivalry, but yeah. Let's get Charity. We'll be able to go through almshouses as well, which is additional growth. And we'll try to get to Charity. I might switch back briefly to Alberic, but, you know, in a little bit. Louen, you're going to attack Skaven for obvious reasons. Too bad we can't hit Tabaro from here. We could actually move aside and go for Miragliano, but I think it's better to go for Skaven.
The lady wills it.
Alrighty, let's take it out, and oh, there's basically nothing there. It's clan rats because this army moved away. Might not be worth fighting. If it's just a pile of clan rats, I'd really rather fight oh, this is just a pile of Skaven slaves. Damn. I'm just wondering where we could get a good battle. Well, there's plenty of good battles to be had in the Badlands. And then there's Sartosa. That would be a good battle. They've got... Yeah, they got some decent stuff in their defenses. They've got a Deathshriek Terrorgeist plus the full stack here, and Ruinous sitting outside of the settlement as well. Yeah, sorry, Skaven, but I think we're gonna have to auto-resolve you. This is just a waste of our time. It's clan rats, tier 1 troops, basically equivalent to our men-at-arms and peasant mobs. Yeah, alright. And that did a little bit of damage to our weakest form of knights, and that's just fine. I don't think we're gonna sack it, we'll just occupy it. I'm not sure that we'll keep it, but oh. Actually, while we're at it, we should briefly cancel this while we do things. And then Louen, you're gonna heal up to full and hopefully hunt down a proper Skaven stack. Now, you armies need to do things. First of all, Renee. We need you to move southward to transfer your forces to Reponse and probably follow Reponse around. In fact, I would imagine that NIGH will be generating a decent amount of cash later on. And actually, the Adelan Mountains aren't doing too bad either, so we could keep you down here and just get bonus money from that. Let's have you, however, first get the Remnants of Battle here. Get a little bit of bonus XP for the Green Knight, and ow. Never mind, Sunken Chest. And you got a trunk of maps, and okay, the rest of this is kind of irrelevant, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so we need to move you in such a way that you won't get attacked by Aranessa. Which could very well happen, and Aranessa can move real far as well. I mean, she didn't last turn, but that's only because all of these armies are together. I think we send you by sea. We can, I think, keep the Green Knight here, though. We'll put him in the Fey Enchantress's army as her second paladin for now. I'm not 100% sure which army we're going to keep him in, but, well. Let's put you to the Shipwreck. I don't know if a Shipwreck has a battle, so we'll just go right outside the Shipwreck and then hope that Aranessa won't be able to reach you and kill you. And then obviously the same thing for Mad Mullets. And you're gonna have to separate these forces a little bit. You're gonna suffer attrition, but it's only peasants, so who cares? Alrighty, and the Fey Enchantress. I'd like you to move here. We'll also have to be careful about Compule moving around like this. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Adelard, we're gonna send you to Magritte. And you can sit there for a turn.
I concur.
And then the Fey Enchantress, you can move out here. Yeah, we'll need to keep you slightly out of the way of Aranessa, so let's go right here. And let's just hope that she can't reach us. And it remains to be seen. And we'll put the Green Knight in your army. Like so. And then you three. Oh, well, you also need to be close to... the Fey Enchantress, which is a little bit concerning, because I'm not sure if we'd be able to be here. I mean, we could just stay here for a little bit. I don't think anybody can reach them anyway. Yeah, they're fine. We can just march dance them after. Keep you all together. Stupid as it may seem. Alrighty, let's see what else we can do this turn and try to get that endgame scenario activated. You guys just sit there. Rapunzel, you are good where you are, at least until this army gets here to transfer units. Might want to get a few more peasants with pole arms in your army. Get a little bit of more armor piercing and anti-large, at least until we can get the tier 4 peasant building up and running. Actually, we should also build you, but maybe after some other stuff. Tech Thief. It's finally time to steal some tech. Get your specialist, and let's hope you succeed. Move this way so you can bounce around a little bit between these settlements, and success. Very nice. Despite the cost, of course. And there we go. Alright. Let's see about you now. Marshes of Couronne. You can do nothing as yet. Adelan Mountains. Yes. Martek will go for the landed estate. And what else do we build here? Probably, well, we already have the farm. We could do the Shrine of the Lady, under the assumption that we take the nearby territories and get money out of them. Or we could do a temporary defensive structure. And I think we're going to go temporary defensive structure because we are going to get attacked here. There's a decent likelihood, anyway. Once we declare war, or once the endgame scenario arrives, which is just about to happen. Castle Artois. I may upgrade you, but at 6.2k you're a little bit too expensive right now. And Blackstone Post, considering this takes 7 turns, we will only need to do it once the endgame scenario actually not activates, but once the game warns us that it's coming. Brion, you're kind of in the same position. Leoness, so let's keep upgrading the tavern into a brothel. And then I guess here we... I was about to say get the farm building. Or the windmill building. Well, I guess it's still additional growth, even though this place has no farms. We may want to replace the Chapel of the Lady with a farm, actually. Even though the place isn't going to make a crazy amount of money, but nonetheless, go for the windmill for now. And actually, without farms, it might be better to just build a farm. Just build a farm here. Oh, we may actually switch this location to industry rather than farming later, but not right now. Alrighty, Quinnell, you're kind of similar. Let's get you the cattle ranch up and running. Let's get you the landed estate up and running. And you're not in a great position to get the Chapel of the Lady because there's not a lot of nearby territories. We could go for the tailors, but we need more public order for that, and you don't have a brothel yet. You know, I'm just gonna leave you alone for now. Aquitaine, yes. Landed estate for you, I guess Chapel of the Lady for you, and, well, we're gonna try our best to make this place reasonably cash-cowy, so maybe you can actually go for the weaving house as well. Alright, you have both farm and industry. Even though the industry won't get as much money, and that's all. Alright, we are good for tech, so let's re-up the charity thing for control. And we'll do some names today as well. Add a few of them in, I just want to see if we can't find a battle first. Alright, unassigned skill points commandment available. Where did we get the commandment that we didn't set one? Oh, I should have done these. Now I'll do it next turn. Commandment available. What the heck was it? Oh, it's in Skaven Blight. Skaven Blight. Don't collect income there, obviously. Go into Realm of Chivalry, delete both of these buildings. We're not going to use it as a military territory. And I believe now that's good. End turn, I want to see where Compule goes. It would be great if he attacked the Fey Enchantress. It'd be just swell. Alrighty, where are you gonna go? What you gonna do? Ilariel, you want us to join the war against the Cult of Pleasure. We will do this, just not yet. And we will only do this in name, in the sense that we will hopefully have them take care of it. Aranessa is indeed going to declare war on us, alrighty. We don't need to call our allies for help for this. Now, hopefully I didn't miscalculate. And no, we're still okay, good. I was thinking that if I had miscalculated, she would be able to attack one of these forces, but it looks like we were indeed able to maintain enough distance. That Skaven stack, I presume, is now in Miragliano since Tobara was empty, and there it is. The end is now nigh, folks. We have 10 turns. We have 10 turns to do this and get back in time to defend. Alright, we're gonna have to be very, very careful here, because a miscalculation here could spell a disaster for our older provinces. Louen, I was really hoping that you could attack Klesh here, but that's clearly not possible. Can the Fey Enchantress take Tobaro from here? Yes, it looks like she can. Alright. Fey Enchantress, we're gonna have you land at Tobaro and take it. Adelard, okay, wait. Let's try to figure this out. Oh, the damn rats are blocking Tobaro. She can't land. Well, game, you screwed me again. What if we go... Wait. Try this. Go here and try to land. Ah, okay. Damn you, rats. Alright, I'll resolve this real quick. And that barely even damaged the peasants, and we'll occupy the place, and we should be commandment available here as well now. Yes, to the Realm of Chivalry. We'll upgrade the base stuff first, because it's not that expensive. Oh, actually, it's not that cheap either. You know what? Give it a turn. We'll do it next turn. In Astalia, but in... Wait, in Irana Mountains, we have Realm of Chivalry up and running, so this one we can do. Not that it's all that much cheaper, but, you know. Alright, nice. Louen, you're going to need to march to Miragliano. Actually, go here. By sea. Perhaps, and I could be wrong about this, but perhaps you can still land at... no. I watch him retake Skaven Blight now. Well, it's not like we really care about it, and... The heck? Wait, did they... He used Cause Earthquake on Skaven Blight. That's kind of impressive, but honestly, they just wasted it because we don't really care about Skaven Blight. Frankly, I might actually trade it to the Wood Elves or something like that. I'll give it some thought. Either way, we're not even going to bother repairing it for now. If they want to grab it as a tier 1 settlement, they are welcome to do so. Renee, we need you to go here, grab this island, and explore the island, not resolve it real quick. Really? Really? Alright, fine. I guess we haven't seen the men-at-arms with maces in action. Let's watch them do their thing. I mean, it says Pyrrhic victory. Is it gonna be difficult to bring Dick Sea Legs down? You'll got to love the Vampire Coast name generator. Also, it's interesting that the... Huh. Maggie Holloway, okay, that one's a little boring, but it's interesting that the Depth Guard have a name here as well. Also, we have no cavalry, so we're gonna have to deal with those mortars. Anyway, let's fight this one. Why not?
For my lady!
Alrighty, here we go. I don't think that this is gonna be too problematic, but who knows? Now, let's face it, the enemy does have, let's say, 4 problematic units. The mortars can obliterate our peasants with great ease if we let them. The 2 units of enemy hand cannons, a volley or 2 would probably have the HP of one of our units of peasants, and we have to be very, very careful about these guys and destroy them from range. And then last but not least, or more importantly, most importantly, are the Depth Guards. Specifically, you gotta remember that Depth Guard are a lot more powerful in SFO than they are in vanilla, and they were already very glass cannony in vanilla in the sense that they could dish out a lot of damage. Plus, these are the hand axe grave guard, and they do have the they're the best at slaughtering chaff infantry. That was always the case, and that remains so, and we are nothing if not chaff infantry here. You gotta love Graveguard though, but once again, I am biased towards, or Depth Guard rather, biased towards the Vamps, whether it be Coast or Count. Anyway, we're going to start off by actually separating our Lord from the rest of our army while we slowly, slightly back the rest of the army off. And we're trying to draw the enemy out, but remembering that the mortars do tend to move slower than the rest of the formation, and thus we hope to get a little bit of distance from the main force and the artillery force, and allow our single unit of cavalry, if it can be called such, our prophetess, to charge and engage those mortars, and then we'll see what we can do about the rest of the enemy formation. It'll be nice to see the men-at-arms with maces do their thing. At the very least, they'll be able to do little amounts of armor piercing against the Graveguard, or Depth Guard, damn it. I'm too used to saying Graveguard, guys. That's probably never going to change. Let's face it. Oh, look at you. You're still leading all of these men-at-arms, eh? Alright, well, somebody's gonna die first. And oh, there's one ahead of this formation as well. That's interesting. They always do that. It reminds me of the, there was like a, not a commander mod, but like a little, I don't know, lieutenant mod, where one of the units was more, or like special in each one of the units. I remember there was a mod in Warhammer 2. I don't remember if it existed in Warhammer 3 or not. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. And the prophetess has charged into the enemy mortars. They are still firing, but they're also very fragile, so hopefully she can take care of them before she gets mobbed. Here come the Depth Guard, and we're going to focus them down with 5 units of archers at the same time. That's these guys have a lot of HP, a lot of armor. We have little armor piercing, and as soon as they get into melee, they'll have the hunger as well. So I think that they can brave these arrows just fine, and then start slaughtering their way through our peasants. Look at all, you know, you gotta love these like more elite-looking units just continuing to charge forth with like a dozen arrows in a unit, well, half a dozen, but yeah, very nice. Alright, here they come. Poison, fire, arrows, more and more arrows out of all those 5 units, and damn, they move quick. Also gotta remember that the SFO changes the speed of vamps, and here they come. That's a brave peasant leaping back. Oh, somebody just lost his head, and there we are. We've engaged before, and then we took about a third, maybe a quarter of their HP with the focus fire of 5 bowmen, and let's face it, that is not going to be anywhere near enough as they just absolutely rip into those maces. The maces have already lost about half of their HP, and the Depth Guard are only getting started. On the bright side, the Prophetess has basically taken care of the mortars in the background with the judicious application of Awakening of the Wood, though that'll mean that we won't be able to use it on our other units, or in the main line at the time. Now it's time to focus down those hand cannons as best we can, can't allow them to fire, and it looks like the Depth Guard have basically cleaned up that first unit of infantry. On the bright side of the fragility of the enemy hand cannons and gunnery mobs means that they are going to begin to melt away. And it's time to renew focus on the Depth Guard. 4 units now targeting them, and then we're going to hit them from one side with men-at-arms with maces, and then another side with men-at-arms with polearms. And it's certainly going to take some effort. I mean, it's already taken some effort. Pretty much half of our army has been dedicated to trying to wipe out this one unit at once for this entire battle. It is starting to work in. There we go. Started to hit them from 2 directions, all while all of our range units fire at them. Finally, they begin to melt away. I wonder how much damage they've done so far. 98 kills, also Dixie legs, fantastic. And over 10k damage. Not too bad at all for how little time they've been on the field. Otherwise, we do have the maces and stuff working against the zombies, but that's a much more even sort of combat. And in fact, I would say that the maces might be able to beat a zombie pirate deckhands mob with polearms. Hard to say. The enemy has much lower melee defense, but the armor piercing on the maces is actually wasted against the zombies. Not to worry, we got more units moving in now that the Depth Guard are gone, and without the Depth Guard, the enemy has no chance. Indeed, the enemy captain has also been focused down by all of our archers at the same time, or our bowmen at the same time, and with the fall of the vampire fleet captain or admiral, I don't remember which one it was, the enemy army will begin to melt. Alright, very nice. And a nice little showcase for the Depth Guard. It'll be very interesting to see if we get a Skull Island battle with a full-on peasant force, where we're liable to encounter like 6 units of Depth Guard and a couple of rotting leviathans and maybe more artillery. Probably not really something that we're likely to win with an all-peasant army, unless it's Rapunzel's army. With all of her buffs. And even then it would be very tough. Anyway, destroy the rest of the zombies. And celebrate. Well done to you, Maces and Co. A decisive victory. And, well, I guess let's see what reward we get from this little island. Alrighty, there we go, very nice. I do have a tendency to say this a lot in, well, pretty much every campaign, but these little battles can often be really fun. We had nothing but garbage peasants, they had very little but garbage zombies, and we clashed for our entertainment. We're gonna ransom the captives here, because we don't really care about the negative traits on you, Renee, and then we'll move southward to, hopefully, this free mysterious island. Do have to watch out for Mr. Mad Mulletson here, because if... oh, another errand tree. Swell. Because if... materials at sea, oh my word. Renee, you just gave us so much value. Damn, that was real lucky. Man, am I proud of you. Okay, well, we're keeping you around now, and hopefully you don't get killed by Mad Molson, which is what I was saying. If Gentleman Jenkins was anything to go by, he'll attack us, and we'll want to stay away. Well done, Renee. Power prescience for you, and favorable winds, well... if those favorable winds led us to the materials at sea, so very favorable indeed. And you're going to move to Rapunzel, and then we're going to send you down to Martek and stuff to buff everything up. In fact, while we're at it, Peasant's Purpose, and I'll respec you next episode as well. And Arcane Wisdom for now. Man, materials at sea, gotta love it. You 3. Now, I guess you're gonna have to land beside the Fey Enchantress. Can't really do anything with Louen now, unfortunately, because he just can't reach Miragliano, but it's, well, it hopefully won't be a big deal. Let's move you back here. And Esther. And Cassian, you're gonna go back here as well. Adelard,
My reputation precedes
I think we're gonna head you back to defend the Blackstone post. Sort of temporarily, in the sense that, oh, you know what we should do? We should probably just in case build defensive structure at Gisoro as well. And because they'll appear around Blackstone post, and... I just want to double check here, because for those of you who watched my Zatan the Black campaign, let me just see if I can find it here. Corruption spreads, dark magic gathers. Okay, it's vampires. It's vampires. For those who watch my Zatan the Black campaign, I had the wrong endgame scenario, or rather the game got bugged or something and gave me an endgame scenario that I completely was not expecting and was not prepared for at the time, which was very interesting, but annoying. But at the same time, I've been paranoid about it happening in every other campaign ever since that, and I don't think that's liable to change. I also just realized Compulus here, which ain't great. You know what, Rapunz? Just in case, go right here, stay beside Renee. You're gonna protect her. Oh, and in fact, you can trade troops while you're at it. It's not like they're going to take any of this, and oh, at the same time, we can also build Virus. Yes, please. With the materials at sea. Yeah, okay, we gotta spend the next 6 turns not recruiting, and just building whatever we can. Anyway, peasant mobs, and we'll be traded. I take it... Alright, some of you guys are named. Ah, yes. We'll take the... Well, and some of you guys are higher levels as well. Okay. One second, guys. I got this. I can figure this out. We should also probably trade the Holy Wardens of La Maison Tal to the Fey Enchantress. So, Renee, you can hold on to them for now, I think. Alright. Then... Okay, just do this. I'll take this minus, let's say, 1 fire arrow. Actually, you know what? 3 and 3 should be good. I don't wanna go overboard. And we'll have room for 3, and I guess that's 3 more men-at-arms with maces for their armor piercing. All the men-at-arms with maces are gonna get replaced here by a pile of footmen, maybe a couple of additional polearms, and probably at least a couple of units of knights for the purpose of, well, various things. But we may need some cavalry, some proper cavalry in here. Anyway, well done, Renee. I think while we don't technically need the peasant mobs, at 6 money per turn, they're not really costing us anything at all, so you could just keep them for now. Alright, that one looks good. Let's see what else we can do this turn. Shadowheart, Esther, Adelard, you are...
if the lady wills it.
I'm gonna stay here for 1 more turn, just in case Compule sails down to Magritta, but otherwise, you're gonna move. Then you, Tech Thief, you're gonna go to Gorgazan, 52, and 52, still the same. And Scarbrand has returned. Ooh, you know what I would like to see, considering how Scarbrand... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Tech Thief. Why would you do this? Well, that's unfortunate. We might have to get another Tech Thief. With regards to Scarbrand, we saw him cast down, what, 3 to 4 lords, including the Green Knight, at the same time in the same battle, all while attacking a bunch of other troops. I want to see him face off against Louen, so I want to get him down here. The question is, can we do this in, like, 3 turns or 4 turns, and then get back to Mousillon for the spawn? And the answer is I don't know, but we're gonna try. I suppose we could try to have the Fey Enchantress knock Scarbrand's army out, though that'll be a little bit more iffy. Yeah, alright. Considering the amount of wars we just got ourselves into, this is going to be very interesting over the next few episodes. Anyway, let's keep building. Couronne, you are good. You know what, let's actually start with... Ooh, 3.8k, yeah, you know what, fine. We'll build Castle Artois now. Then I want to do these ones. Magritta, and oh, next turn. Next turn, fine. Wait, we built this before the money. There we go. And I don't remember if I built anything else before the money change. Oh, okay, this one's really cheap anyway. Damn, we're gonna save money on you. Let's also build the clothier here. Wow. Let's see, wait. This goes up to 325 at the cost of control, huh? I'm wondering if that's actually better than other options. I mean, it's not nothing. But it'll be less than the farms when the farms get crazy buffs. In fact, that the farms already have, without buffs, more. And that's without the windmill here, either. Well, either way. We'll deal with it as we go. Let's keep going through the buildings, and I would really like to see what's going to happen next turn. Mousillon, let's get you a farm here as well. Or do you want to go for clothiers? No, you know what? The control is still an issue for us. Let's do farms for now. Plus, we need the growth. It can always be switched later. Pegasus Eerie will do ya, but we'll focus ya after we can afford it a little bit better. Quenelle, nothing critical there. Phyrus, yeah, we're gonna need the walls here. With Scarbrand around, with Aranessa always potentially coming in to attack us, and we can't afford not to build it there. And I believe that's all we can do this turn. We should also do diplomacy, see if we can't get some money out of anybody. Oh, and get some trades out of some factions. Safari, do we just trade with Safari now? We could trade with the Bordelot Errant, but that doesn't really do much for us. Oh, I thought I had done the trade with Nagaroth. Apparently not. Let's actually do that. They will, well, not as much. The trade is actually worth a lot more to the High Elves than it is to us, but oh well. Hexoatl. Oh, you're having a little bit of trouble against the Cult of Pleasure. We should try to send more elves against the Cult of Pleasure so that everybody here is nice and friendly with each other. Alright, I think I'm gonna get friendly with Hexoatl. And oh, with the military access and with the non-aggression pact, they're willing to do a trade agreement and give us a nice, oh, only 2k. It's a little, oh, this is Arcant. Oh, I almost, that would have been bad. That's not what I meant to do. Military access for Hexoatl, yeah, give us 2k, why not? Not gonna go for the defensive alliance with them at the current time, but not a big deal. And Safri's still willing, but eh. I don't think any of this is worth our time. It's not yet. Do we go for defensive agreement with you? They are in a defensive agreement with Illyrian and Avalorn. And that probably means they will eventually be in a defensive agreement with Eatan as well. I think we'll hold off for now. Oh wow, Vlad, you're nearly ready for a peace. Well, maybe that's not quite accurate, but you're almost willing for peace. And I believe that's all, right? Alright, I guess we will end the turn and see what happens. Should be interesting. And skip, end turn. Alright. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up. Alright, I'll get some names in here. Yes, Arcan, don't declare war on us right now, we're busy. No military access, go fight Khemri. Yeah, Khemri's gonna be in a lot of trouble. They are going to get attacked by Scarbrand from the north, by Manfred from the inside of their territory, and then by the followers of Nagash as well. But hey, if we take their territory... Ooh, Iket's back. Oh. And Iket has a decent defeat trait. It's just that he has a trash army. He's a trash rat in this particular case. Okay, what's the best way to do this? First of all, Louen, you're gonna head to Miraglion. Let's see if anything's there. And basically nothing's there. Okay, for the love of... just give Louen a battle, guys. Come on. What are your rats doing? I want to resolve this, and occupy. Alright. And we got a free Vagabond, Charmed Shield, and I forgot to cancel the research again. Alright. That research is cancelled. I think we're gonna send the Fey Enchantress to fight Iket. He's probably gonna run, but then Adelard can reach him. I mean, it's just a bunch of Skaven slaves, plus Iket himself, plus a nuke.
I protect Bretonnia.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Let's do... I mean, I guess we could follow these guys along. Neither of you are named, are you? Yeah. You might still be able to reclaim Skavenblight even with this garbage army. I'm really tempted to just delete it. Or we could send, for example, Chantal to just sit here. And oh, but watch this guy jump over this with a new army. And then go to Castle Carcassonne. No, he can't take any of that. So what's he gonna do? Probably nothing. I'm going to assume nothing. Alright, the rest of you. Go deal with Iket. You're gonna go right here. Wait. I don't want to get in the path of the Fey Enchantress because she's going to go around the island. So you're going to go right here. And Cassillon. You're going to go... Well, actually, your levels don't matter as much. Your levels matter. So here's what we'll do. We'll trade your troops. Cassillon. You only have to be to level 13 anyway. And then you're gonna go, I don't know, right here.
I have seen the way.
Obviously, it's gonna run, but it should still be fine. Get that bonus research from defeating him. And then the Enchantress will attack. Let's level her up first. We got 2 levels, and we have the Peasant's Purpose for non-Knight upkeep. But Life Bloom has to be prioritized, and we'll respec her together with everybody else. Probably next episode. Alright. Yeah, let's get you Lore Master, Lore of Life. And we also want to do this as well for the bonus control, but anyway. Next up, we want to get Wisdom of the Ages. Constant casualty replenishment rate, weapon strength, upkeep for lords and heroes. Let's try that. While we have materials, let's see. Ah, alright, more than 1,000 gold per turn, not too bad. Alrighty, and then you, Raymond de Launay, you can have... Let's try to get your Foe Seeker first, then we'll go through to Blinding Majesty afterwards. Hard to hit, Foe Seeker. Actually, wait, you might actually be better going for My Vow and buffing up everybody around you, i.e. the peasants, than the Quality Feed, which is what we usually do. Alright, fine. Although, by the virtue of that, yeah, you're gonna just buff the peasants. Although the leadership won't matter, but at least the melee defense and attack will. Very much so. Yeah, I think this will be worth our time. We'll obviously need to rebuild most of these peasants because we'll need the additional armor of them that is afforded by the armory. We can do that later. Anyway, go and attack it, would you? He'll run, but he won't run far enough, I hope. Unless he loops around the islands like this and nobody can reach him. And don't loop around the end. No, you're good. Alright, you're gonna need to go into March stance or full speed stance. Decent likelihood that Mad Melton also attacks all of you here, but whatever. You're gonna go right here. And Enchantress, time to knock it down. Or out. Down and out. That's the one I'm looking for. Pyrrhic victory, you say. Well, he does have nukes, but if he nukes a few peasant mobs, guess we can't complain about that. Here we go again. Alright, I think the Enchantress is just done, or I may have missed the other portion of the speech. Anyway, here we go. Technically speaking, this is the Enchantress's first battle, and we'll see how well she does, as we will be sending her into melee together with the Green Knight. She does have that armor piercing, which will be helpful against a couple of units, like the Storm Vermin, but obviously useless against the Skaven slaves. Ikit's got plenty of armor himself, though I think we'll just send the Green Knight to go after him and chase him down, as he cannot escape on that Doom Flare. You gotta love Skaven. It looks like he's gonna have, well, he probably won't have fun this time around, but generally speaking. Anyway, he will have access to a nuke in this battle. Ooh, I love the skull here. Yeah, very nice little cove island battle. Oh, what the heck do we have over there? Huh, that's weird. Looks like the sky is like halved here. What is going on? Odd. Maybe it's like a rain front or something. Yeah, there's like rain falling here, or maybe the skybox is actually made up of 2 parts. Not sure what that is, and if you move slightly, you can see a rainbow there. Interesting. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Here we go. The Green Knight charges forth and moves towards Ikit Claw. Is going to charge directly through the enemies, because obviously the regular Skaven aren't really a threat to him. There's no Scarbrand to bring him down here, so he's free to do what he pleases. He's actually going to distract the enemy units of Death Dealer's Rattling Guns first, just so that they can't fire, and kill off a few of them with his charge, while the trebuchets continue exploding a few more. And there he goes, he's found Ikit. And while the rest of the army slowly approaches, we can watch this duel a little bit while the trebuchets rain rocks from the other side of the map. And now it looks like it gets called for help, but we can just use our mass and charge right through all of those units. He is down to less than half HP already. A nice job to the Green Knight. I love that shield, though. and continue to chase him. Looks like he is terrified, shaken, and running, and the rest of our forces are drawing very near. And time to see what the peasants can do, whether they be mob, and these are the, you know, souped up mobs with their 41 melee attack, so they should certainly be able to outkill Skaven slaves, and then obviously the battle pilgrims are right behind them, and the Grail relics if they can get here in time, as this is their first, show, really. It's always been such a funny unit, but yeah, you gotta love them. And hey, you could also probably make an undead version of this unit as well, since it's a skeleton. Alrighty. And here we go, a brass orb coming in from Icket, who is nearly done for, and the brass orb will be followed up and by some warp lightning. We still have nukes on the way, perhaps, and we do have to watch out for that. And ooh, I see something's happening. Oh, that's just Icket having something done. Sundered Arm, oh, that's the Trickster Shard, right. I was hoping to prevent him from casting anymore, and there it is. Another Warp Lightning, and another nuke going to hit peasants and Skaven slaves, both at once. There it is, and that's a much better use of the nuke than the last time we've seen it in this campaign, deleting one of the peasant mobs completely and one of the battle pilgrims as well. Well, that's just a risky run when fighting the Skaven. Too bad that it happened to one of the battle pilgrims and not just peasant mobs, but oh well, we'll get them back. Speaking of the peasant mobs, let's see how well they're doing here. 81 kills on this peasant mob, not bad. Hey, at least they can handle Skaven slaves. They're ripping them apart with their pitchforks and their, I don't know, blacksmith hammers and whatnot. Seems like a lot of blacksmith hammers as well. And there's the battle pilgrims inside the formation of peasant mobs, are working together a little bit, and hey, it is working out. The knights have also charged from the flanks as well, hitting the enemy backline and destroying the enemy slingers and knight runners and whatever they, I think it's mostly just slingers. Oh, there's, you know, knight runners right there being hit by the knights errant at the same time. And the green knight has basically killed off Icket Claw, who has one hit left on him. Alright, and he's trying to get through that formation while the knights fight a little bit. There he is very quick, and one more hit on Icket. Oh, we'll bring him down, and here comes his own little nuke explosion, yes? Yes? There we go, you gotta love Icket's death animation. Best death animation, perhaps? And it's got a decent sound design as well. Oh, that's a great death pose for Icket as well. Alrighty. Although you'd think that there wouldn't be much left after the explosion. Anyway, with Icket's death, the rest of his army is going to follow suit. Frankly, it's surprising that they didn't earlier, but obviously with the AI cheats, even the Skaven slaves have pretty decent leadership. Alright. Certainly not a difficult battle, but Icket certainly did decent damage himself with his nuke and his brass orb and his repeated warp lightnings. Anyway, we're gonna chase them out. Actually, we don't need to chase up, but we'll. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, well, there it is. They nuked their own Skaven slaves, and they nuked our peasants. So, a total of losses of 0 for both sides. I mean, well, it was inevitable that something would get nuked. Too bad that they didn't nuke the trebuchets like they did last time when the trebuchets actually survived. Oh well. I like the money, but I think it's not enough money for us to be concerned with right now. We're gonna have to replace these guys, but it's okay. We have a recruiter who can recruit them with higher armor. I'm back in our home territory. Competent attacker, and oh, Esther has Savior. Oh, we gotta remember to get Savior for the Fey Enchantress as well, who now has that bonus research rate. Lovely. Trial completed for Esther as well. Oh. Oh, you had the, yeah, nice. You're pledged to Valor, and you're not rank or rank
Devotee of the lady.
13 yet, but you're getting there. You still need to defeat a legendary lord of the Beastmen, Greenskins, Dark Elves, or Ogre Kingdoms, meaning unlikely to be anybody but Ogre Kingdoms. Alright, let's also do a little bit of item stuff since I haven't done it in a while. There should be some garbage that we can transform into slightly less garbagey stuff. Scroll of... the little dance that she does as she floats. Scroll of Blessed, Scroll of Shielding, let's fuse you into something better. Another Trickster Shard, worth our time. Potion of Speed, relatively useless. And Terrifying Mask of V, similarly pretty useless. I don't really care for the armors of Silvered Steel either, but we can put them on the damsels, get them a little bit more armor since they have so little. Cuirass of Fortune it's okay. Not sure I'd want to fuse any of those. I'd love to fuse the Berserker Sword, but we have nothing to fuse it with. Holy Icons can go on new mages, Swords of Strife can go on new paladins. I think the rest is fine. And we'll probably give the Giant Blade to some paladins as well. Alright. We'll deal with that, just not right now. And what we will deal with right now, as I promised, is get a few more names in there, and before they die. You have... wait. I could have sworn oh, you...
My reputation precedes.
Yeah, you have several named units, Adelard. Actually, speaking of Adelard, you are no longer needed here since it's not moving this way. Let's have you go out to sea, grab this little island, and then slowly head back to Blackstone. Oh, you can grab this little island as well. I mean, we have 10 turns. Wait, is it 10 or 9 now? Yeah, okay, we have 9 turns. Oh, but that's enough to do at least a few things. Oh, we should also probably rebuild the mounted yeoman archers with armor, and same with all the peasants. I'll probably deal with it at some point. Or maybe when they die, as in if I bother with them. Anyway, what I was about to do, and before I promptly forgot, Men-at-Arms with Polearm. You're more likely to be kept than the maces, so I'm going to name you Citizen Militia for you. Alright, there have been a bunch of Trebuchet and Grail Relic names as well. Wait, also, one of you peasants. Adelard's Whipping Boys. And there you go, you can be nice and Slaneshi for everybody. And for yourselves. Treat yourself. That's the Slanesh motto. And treat others, whether, yeah. Let's see, Grail Relic. Do you? Brother Maynard. That's one, and you have 2 Grail Relics, so we can give them both names. Bretonnia. Oh, this one's not gonna fit. Bretonian Archaeology Associate. Brett. Wait, I got it. Brett Archaeology Association. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Damn. Fine. Archaeology Association. We're just gonna assume that it's Bretonian. Archaeology Association. Yeah, that one fits. The character limit is, well, it's quite limiting. Go figure. It's aptly named. You should have a Grail Relic as well, should you not? Yes, you should. And we should probably get Reponse a couple as well. Alright, you can be Sir Pierre Holyfeet. Sir Foot Holyfoot. Nice. Let's do that. Alright, it's gonna take a few moments. And I hope it wasn't one of the named peasant mobs that got nuked. I have to double check. Well, either way. I'm gonna still name a few of you guys. The Unwashed Masses. Those that remain alive. And you can be hungry peasants. Fantastic. Alright, and we got pilgrim names as well. I did ask for them, and you guys did provide. First, Royal Pilgrim Regiment. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just gonna go 1 Royal Pilgrim Regiment. Damn you, character limit. Hey, alright, and then La Fanboise, okay. Not sure how to pronounce the pun there. Union, okay, I'm not sure this one will fit. Militant Pilgrims. Union of Militant Pilgrims. Okay, fine. Militant Pilgrim Union. There you go. Alrighty, that's a decent amount, and we got plenty more of these to be built in this army, so we'll deal with those. Alright, and then I'll do Trebs, and then we'll do more names next time around. Peasant Space Program. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Getting some absolutely great name suggestions in this particular campaign. Chivalry Delivery. Nice. And who did we also build more trebuchets for? Was you, Adelard? I'll replace these field trebs with blessed field trebs, and I'll just transfer the names later on. Lecrushinator. And a lot of these are just making me laugh. And Castle Crashers. There we go. That's all the trebs that I have. I still have like half a dozen names at least, so we'll build more in another army. Or in other armies in general. Let's keep moving. We still have stuff to do. Probably not with you guys, though. Let's see. Response. You need to... Where did that little Scarbrand army go? Oh, speaking of Scarbrand army. Okay, you need to heal, for Scarbrand is a-coming. Let's put you in Al-Haik, and I guess we'll have Renee follow. Tempted to grab that Sea Corpse, but let's not risk it. We just gotta remember to also give the Holy Wardens of the Maison Tal to the Fey Enchantress later on. Scarbrand can't reach us right now, but I do have to wonder where he's going. And you should be okay. We're gonna have to get Rapon some trebuchets as well. In fact, maybe we'll do trebuchet, like a bunch of trebuchets with her, like maybe no archers, and just tons of trebuchets, and then a pile of melee units. That could be an interesting way to do it. And maybe some cav. Anyway, I believe that's everybody, minus that, Tech Thief that died. We're at 4 out of 5. Oh, we need the room. I think we can't build another one right now. Okay, well, it is what it is. Alright, let's get tech up and running. We will go charity again. And then we got buildings to build, since we have materials at sea and cash. Castle Artois, Gisoro, a temporary defensive structure for you, as we have the endgame a-coming. And I guess we have to now build the tall walls here, and before the endgame arrives. Mousillon, you're defended, but we do still want to build the farm, the brothel, and the Pegasus Eyrie. Forest of Chalon, we don't need anything at Cornell. I think I'm still... Oh, maybe this would be a decent place to build a hidden camp. I kept wondering where we should build this, but it's not like this place is going to generate an insane amount of money. I do want the Heramalts up and running. They seem like they would be a fun peasant unit of outlaws. We'll have to make an outlaw army specifically to use them. I mean, I could always replace this and build something else here later on if I don't like it. Yeah, just build the Outlaws camp at Quinnell. Quinnell's going to be a military province anyway, because it has the cattle ranch and the Peaks of Paravent. It's going to be kind of ironic, considering this will be a place that builds a bunch of knights. Oh, wait. Actually, Artois. Do you reduce... You do not. The lumberyard does not reduce the construction cost for... Okay, fine, well then, we won't build you there. Alright, Carcassonne, let's keep going. Brion, let's build the City Watch now. Wasteland, Marienburg's ready to go up a level. Yeah, fine, let's build a city. It's not gonna get any cheaper than that, and Al-Haik, we're keeping the Royal Stables here, I think. Although we probably want to replace them with salt. I do want additional capacity. On the other hand, it's not crazy necessary right now. Let's delete this and replace it. Although it might be faster to build a few knights here. But without the recruitment cost reductions, they're probably going to be pretty darn expensive. You know what, just hold on to that one for now. Magritte, let's go for the village here, and we can't afford the port again. Damn it. Maybe I should have held off on building Marienburg to build these. Alright, let's do that, because this upgrade won't matter much, and we wouldn't be able to upgrade the Marienburg port anyway. I'm going to do this instead. Oh, we only had the one upgrade there? Never mind, that was the wrong decision then. Ignore me, I'm crazy. Let's upgrade Marienburg back, and now we can end the turn again, and see what we can see. Did I ever send you to Skavenblight? I did not. I should have, though, in case Klesh is here. Oh, I mean, Klesh is... You know what I mean. Let's end the turn now. And then Rafrafa, Lucchini, Sarcho's... Oh. We should move you guys away. Decent likelihood Mad Melitson attacks us.
Making
But
my
that's
way.
not a bad thing. I'd love to see the Fey Enchantress fight again. You can stay right here. And then... I really wonder what's in that army. We should level you up just in case. So let's get you another point in. Let's get you Beacon of Devotion for now. And just so that we can try to get Lady of the Land. And then Raymond, you are going through my vow, and you might as well keep going through my vow. Melee defense when fighting undead, but it's only for you, it's not for your army. Oh, and look at that, vigor loss for cavalry. Which is useless, isn't it? Because, oh, actually, Grail Knights don't have perfect vigor. It's the Royal Pegasus Knights that do. Do Grail Guardians have perfect vigor? No. Oh, well then share the feat is not useless. Never mind, I'm crazy. No, listen to me. I should probably also try to get my vow for at least one of the paladins in Lewin's blob. Alright, end turn. We're 99-37 chivalry as well, near to 10k. I wonder, does it max out at 10k, or can it still... Oh, are you on a Tobaro now? Or does it stay there? Ooh, where are you going, I wonder? Hopefully they're not trying to move towards us. Military alliance with Karl Franz. Is it time? What's the likelihood he declares war on an ally of ours? No, he might declare war on the scaling. I'm gonna wait on this again. Don't worry, we'll do it. He'll want the alliance even more once the endgame scenario rolls around, because Sylvania is already decently strong, but then they'll have a bunch of extra armies.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord.
A quest has been issued.
A great adventure
Oh.
beckons. Beware.
Oh, the Fey Enchantress hasn't got the Chalice of Potions. Oh, fantastic. Which also gives us the recruit rank +5 for damsels, which will counteract the fact that we keep losing... Well, we lost our... one of our units. Alright, well this will be something for the Fey Enchantress to do, let's face it, next episode. And hey, Kislev, guess who we just found? Hello, Kislev. Let's do non-aggression, let's do military access, and let's do trade immediately.
My people.
Might be nice to have a sort of cavalry exchange, knight exchange, get some Griffin Legion and some Bear Riders. I don't see why not. Defensive alliances, we'll double check, but I don't think anything is relevant here, though Hexoel and Daughters of the Forest are particularly tempting. And yes, it looks like chivalry is maxed out at 10k. So it might be a decent idea to get Bordelot up and running ASAP. Actually, how are you doing? Oh, still at 7 provinces. Still doing okay. Just gotta make sure they don't get into a fight with the lizards. Because we want to be friendly with the lizards. At least I think so. And where is Scarbrand? Oh. Wait, this is a... This might be a good thing, if we can do this right. Flesh still has an army, but it's not much of one.
Think the side again.
And how do we do this? We want Louen to fight Scarbrand. Okay, wait, you know what? Let's try and see if we can't land Louen at Lucchini. Skipping Rifrafa. I don't know if this is gonna work, but who knows? It might. Go right here, and let's hope that this works out. Come on, come on, come on, please. Ah, he doesn't have enough movement. Alright, maybe Scarbrand will go towards him, or maybe he'll be too scared. Or maybe Aranessa will go towards him, or maybe she'll be too scared. Enchantress. With your missing 2 units, which I guess we'll get out of Cassillon, let's move you here. Somewhere where hopefully Scarbrand can't reach.
The lady is
Not you, Chantal. No, Fey Enchantress, right. Now, I don't think Scarbrand can reach that, right? You cannot, by the looks of it. Ooh, Aranessa can, though. That's risky. Don't like it. Scarbrand cannot. Okay, this is going to be a pretty critical move. We might actually have to move by land. Wait, can we just land? Yeah, we could just land here. It'll mean Klesh might be able to go for Tobaro or Miragliano, but neither one really matters to us right now. Alright. There's too many enemies around that these armies can't really handle, at least not in march stance. Huh. Wait, 1 second. Can Aranessa reach? She can't go through here. Okay, you know what? Let's do that then. I was hoping to deal with Klesh, but it looks like it's not going to be likely. I'm not willing to risk the Fey Enchantress's army. Wait, 1 second.
Don't be a fool.
Ah. No, she can't reach inside here either. Okay, wait, never mind. Fey Enchantress. Let's move you here then. We should be okay in that regard. Unless I screwed it up, but, well, I guess we're about to find out. And then you guys, can you follow along? I think you can.
Forthwith.
You're all gonna hide in this little cove. Acting like pirates to hide from pirates. I guess to deal with pirates, you gotta think like pirates sometimes. And, oh, are you stuck here? No, you're okay, you're good, you're good. This is kind of interesting. Alright, who's up next? I know who's up next. We're basically out of time here. Alright, you know what? I don't think we're going to find another battle, and there's a lot more admin to do this turn, so I think this is probably going to be the ideal time to call the episode here. So, I'm going to call it here. Next time, we are going to see about Scarbrand and about Sartosa with Louen, hopefully at the same time, and then try to book it real quick back to Mousillon. The end is nigh, and Adelard alone will not be able to defend against both Kemmler and the Red Duke. Gonna be an interesting couple of episodes as we continue to go, so stay tuned for more, and don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. Thanks for watching.